Are you autistic and heading off to uni this September? My name's Serena, and as someone who's been there, I'm going to give you some tips which will hopefully help you get off to a good start. Not being able to picture specific scenarios is often a source of anxiety for autistic people, but when it's something as significant as a new home or place of education, it can be debilitating. Being as prepared as possible is a great way to help deal with the unknowns. Ideally, this would involve exploring campus as much as possible before term starts, familiarising yourself with important places like the Student Council building and the library. If they're available at your uni, booking a campus tour is always a good idea. If you're renting private accommodation, arrange a viewing and ask as many questions as you need to. If you're coming from afar, campus visits might not be doable, but all is not lost. You can familiarise yourself with the campus map online, pinpointing important locations, and you can view photos of your accommodation, the campus, and its surrounding areas. You can register online for things like gym and student union memberships. You can also like your university's official Facebook page and follow them on other social media, which will help keep you in the loop. Because I don't like noise or crowds, I find my university's social media updates useful because if I know about certain events, I can avoid campus when they're happening. On Facebook, there are usually closed or secret groups for freshers to get acquainted before term officially begins, which helps a lot if you're scared about meeting new people. If you're like me and your subject coincides with your special interest, you might be at risk of overworking yourself. Although your passion is an invaluable asset, it's important to catch yourself when you're spending too much time on assignments. You might start paying less attention to your diet, your social life, or your personal hygiene. Not only is this unhealthy, it's unattainable and you will crash eventually. Try to maintain a healthy balance, and if you find you're struggling with perfectionist tendencies, speak to a friend, a tutor, or a trusted relative. Remember that if a tutor gives you a reading list as long as your arm and says that they expect you to read it all, do not take this literally. It's a ploy to instill fear into your less motivated classmates. Keep in mind that on most degree programmes in Scotland, your first 2 years don't count towards your final degree award anyway. Don't feel guilty about socialising, attending events, or setting time aside to practice new life skills. You'll thank yourself in later years that you did. Many students are unaware of the help available to them if they have a disability or a mental health condition at uni. I wasn't aware of my uni's disability service until second year after it was highlighted to me by a concerned tutor following a period of absence. Once you register with a disability service, your allocated disability advisor will conduct a needs assessment, determining what kind of help you'll require. This includes things such as leniency with absences, support with organisational skills, access to quiet areas, and funding for devices such as laptops and voice recorders to be used in lectures. However, in order to register with the service, you must have a formal diagnosis, which unfortunately not everyone can access. In such cases, you can try making an appointment with your GP, highlighting the advantages that a diagnosis would have during your time at uni, and they might be able to refer you to a relevant team. If you're going undiagnosed, there are still ways you can access support. This includes making yourself known to the counselling and psychological services, emailing your tutors to explain your situation, or joining a student support group. During my Freshers Week, I joined a club specifically for women on the autism spectrum, and it held events like talks and soundless discos. And if there are no clubs suited to you, why not start one yourself? With all the hype surrounding the start of uni, some freshers forget that a world exists outside campus, but it's one best preparing for. When you're autistic, it can be hard keeping up with day-to-day tasks. So fitting anything extra into your agenda during such a busy time can feel utterly unmanageable. However, it's crucial to register with a doctor and a dentist, to change your address on documents such as bank statements and the electoral register, and to plan your budget. Don't wait until the last minute because it will end up taking up so much more time, energy and effort. Get into the habit of keeping an organiser and a to-do list. If your executive functioning is particularly bad, which is understandable during such a huge transition period, why not ask a friend or a relative for some help? It's no secret that university, especially during Freshers Week, can be an unnerving place for autistic folk. I'm not exaggerating when I say that I probably wouldn't be able to attend uni without my noise cancelling headphones. When Freshers Week commences, there will be a lot of noise on campus, including music from outdoor stereos, shouting and chanting from megaphones, laughter, crying and everything in between. You're also likely to be stopped by people with promotional leaflets for various club nights, bars and restaurants, and by students who want you to vote for them in upcoming campus elections. There will be stalls run by various societies with home bakes and crafts. all with the objective of enticing you to join. Considering this, it's really easy to feel overwhelmed and out of touch with your surroundings. This is where a pair of noise-cancelling headphones will make all the difference. They reduce ambient sounds via an app that uses active noise control, and when I'm wearing mine, I feel like I can put a volume button on the world. They also have the same functions as ordinary headphones, so you can listen to music, watch films, and play games on them too. No matter how prepared you feel you are for the big day, there will be hiccups along the way, and that's totally alright. When I was a fresher, I was convinced everyone around me was having the time of their lives, which made me feel lonely and ungrateful. It wasn't until much later that I realised a lot of people were feeling the same. People around you will create an idealistic image of what being a fresher entails. Don't listen to them or feel pressurised into doing what everyone else is doing. Go at your own pace, practice self-care, and never be afraid to ask for help. It might take a few weeks or even a few months, but you will get there eventually. Take it from me. And if you found this video useful, be sure to like and share.